Teacher Dan. Today, I will lead you to explore the different patterns around us. Tara, samahan niyo ako. Observe the different patterns around us, like those bees and flowers. Isn't it delightful to see plants grow? Today, we will talk about patterns and sequences of numbers. First, how do we define pattern? Pattern is a regular and repeated way in which something happens or is done. What are the terms related to pattern? Can you think of words that connotes pattern? Good. Those are ordered list, arrangement, series of numbers, and array of letters or symbols. While these are the number sequences. So, what is a number sequence? So, a number sequence is an ordered list of numbers following a fixed rule. Is it clear? Let us explore more. I have some figures here. I want you to study and analyze it. Look for patterns. The pattern, can you identify the next one? That's correct. Now, let's try another one. What is the next figure? Good job. Let us proceed to the next one. Can you identify the next pattern? That's correct. We need to determine the pattern by looking at the big picture. Very good. Now, let us try some sequence of numbers. Can you determine the next number in the sequence? That's right. Let's have the next one. What is the next number? Good job. You're doing great. Let us continue with the next sequence. what is the next term? Good job. Let us study the three patterns. For pattern number 1, study the direction of the additional line, including the part that is left shaded. Have you noticed the direction in the figure that is being formed? A star. Now, we go to pattern number 2. Study the location of the arrows. Now look at the direction of the rotation of the arrows. Where will be its next position? On what direction will it be pointed? Very good. Remember that location and direction of objects plays a vital role on patterns in sequences of events. For pattern number 3, it consists of letters. Can you decode the pattern behind the sequence of letters? Have you sung the alphabet? It's okay. Now, can you guess the next term? Let us look at the alphabet and see the pattern. Have you noticed that the number of letters being skipped keep on adding? Very good. The answer must be ST. Remember, dear students, that to look at the big picture in solving and decoding patterns consists of objects, letters, or symbols. Keep on practicing until you develop an eye for pattern. Now we proceed with a sequence of numbers. For the first sequence, 2, 5, 8, 11. How are the numbers related? How do we get 5 from 2? What about 8 from 5? Very good. We add 3 to each succeeding term. Thus, the next term is 14. That is 11 plus 3. What about for the second sequence? 1, 2, 4, 8. What will be the next number? How do we get 2 from 1? What about 4 from 2? And 8 from 4? This time, it's not by adding a constant number, isn't it? So what is the pattern? Very good. The pattern is multiplication. So what constant number are we multiplying to get the next term? Good. That is 2. We multiply 1 by 2 to get 2. Then multiply 4 by 2 to get 8. So, what will be the next number? Good job! The answer is 16. Lastly, for sequence number 3, 1, negative 3, negative 7, and negative 11. Look at the trend of the numbers. They are decreasing, right? That means we are subtracting a number from each term. What number are we subtracting from its preceding terms? So what is the fifth term? Very good. Keep working on your skills. From the given sequence of numbers, How will you define a sequence? A sequence is a list of numbers in a certain or definite order. Each number in a sequence is called a term. Each term in a sequence has a position. First, second, third, and so on. Which we denote A sub 1 for first term, A sub 2 for the second term, A sub 3 for the third term, and so on. The nth term of a sequence is sometimes written as A sub n. For the first sequence, 2, 5, 8, 11. The first term is 2, while the second term is 5, and the sequence contains 4 terms. A sequence can be classified into two, finite or infinite. A sequence is finite if it has a limited number of terms or it has a specific last term. And infinite if it doesn't have a last term. Finite sequence. In the sequence 4, 8, 12, and 16, the first term is 4, while the last term is 16. Since the sequence has a last term, thus it is a finite. For infinite sequence, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. The first term of the sequence is 2, while the 3 dots, or we call it ellipses, at the end indicates that the sequence continues endlessly. It does not have a last term, thus it is an infinite. Remember that the clues or hints for you to be able to identify the sequence as infinite are the 3 dots or ellipses. Otherwise, it is finite sequence. We can also write or express sequence of numbers using rule or formula. Example number 1 can be written as A sub n is equal to 3n minus 1. While for example number 2, the pattern is multiplication. Thus, the formula would be A sub n is equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. How about example number 3? Can you give its corresponding formula? Very good. The formula will be A sub n is equal to negative 4n plus 1.
Look again at their corresponding formula.
Given a formula, we can also write the first few terms of the sequence. Let's say, first 5 terms. For example, A sub n is equal to 2n plus 1. It is similar to evaluating function, where we substitute n for the formula. A sub n is equal to 2n plus 1. Remember, substitution is replacing a certain value for n. In order to get the first 5 terms of the sequence, we will substitute 1 to 5 for n in order in the formula A sub n is equal to 2n plus 1. Thus, To determine the first term, we will substitute 1 to n. So for n is equal to 1, a sub n is equal to 2n plus 1. By replacing 1 to n, so we have a sub 1 is equal to 2n, or 2 times 1 plus 1. So a sub 1 is equal to 3. For n equals to 2, so a sub 2 is equal to 2 times 2 plus 1. Thus, a sub 2 is equal to 5. Now, substitute the value n equals to 3 for the third term. N is equal to 4 for the fourth term. And n is equal to 5 for the fifth term. So the values for a sub 3, a sub 4, and a sub 5 are
7, 9, 11, respectively.
Therefore, the first 5 terms are
3, 5, 7, 9, and 11.
Did everyone was able to follow?
Very good. Let's try another one. Determine the first 5 terms of the sequence by substituting 1 to 5 for n on the given formula. Be careful with your solutions. Are you done? Let's check your answers. The answer is, the first term is 4 followed by 11, then 18. Finally, the last two terms are 25 and 30.
What have you learned from the activity? Remember that a sequence of numbers can be written as an array of numbers following a pattern, or can also be expressed by a rule or formula that they follow. Since, for example, number 1 and number 4, every succeeding term can be obtained by adding a fixed number. We call this type of sequence as arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence is a sequence based on addition. And we will discuss this topic in the next session. Okay, I guess we are all ready for a short quiz. I want you to take note of the following exercises and try to answer them for yourself. Don't forget to write your complete solutions. answers? Give yourself a yes box. Very good. Very good. Yes. O ayan, nakatapos na po tayo ng una nating session for this school year. I hope na may natutunan kayo at may apply sa inyong lesson. Kita-kits po tayo sa susunod na session ng tayo ng magtutuloy. Salamat po.